about 4 years old when my sister, my younger sister, was just about 2 years old. We were gathered in a room and my dad and my mom were present. Before this time, we were not living in the same house with my dad and my mom, but here was everybody. My dad was here, my mom was here. My sister began to cry, and I remember her crying and stretching her arm and reaching out to my mom and saying, "Mommy, mommy." And my mom was going away and she was crying, and my dad gave her a pack of biscuits and she stopped crying. What we didn't know was that was my mom going away and that was my dad going his own separate ways. They were divorcing officially, and that was how we were taken and we were given to my grandparents to go and live with them. And from that day onward, life hasn't been the same for me. I was diagnosed of ulcer. By the time I was age 10, I had to battle stomach ulcer. Following 16 long years, maintaining momentum with Phamous. There are only two types of spouses, and I want you to find out which type you are and which type your spouse is. What can you do so you can have a richer, lovelier relationship that is full of love and companionship and fellowship and togetherness, so that if you do have children, when you decide to have children, they will not undergo what I and my siblings have had to undergo, because I'm sure my parents lacked this knowledge. So let's go on a tour. And spouse number one is the basket suitor. The basket suitor is a man or a woman with whom every investment of time, money, affection, attention, and appreciation amounts to nothing, even when he or she seems to be retaining these resources while they keep coming. The moment it stops pouring, it becomes obvious that nothing was conserved. Everything goes down through the drain and nothing remains. The bucket suitor is the kind of suitor that we want to be and have. But there's three classes of a bucket suitor. Class number one is the empty bucket spouse. The empty bucket spouse is a man or a woman who they've not formed their beliefs, they don't have their ideology, they don't have a general perspective of life. They are still fresh, they are still innocent, they are still young at heart, young at the mind, childlike. This is a good thing because this person is a bucket you can pour into this person. The person is empty. You will need extra patience, effort, hard work. You will need to pour and pour and pour into this person. You need to invest time. You need to invest a lot of teaching and training to groom and to grow this person into the standard where you are or where you want the person to be, so that you can coexist. The full bucket suitor. The full bucket suitor has his or her positive values, philosophies, mindset, and a particular perspective of life. But the problem is that he or she is already full, and as such has no room for anyone or anything else that is not exactly what he or she has got. This person likes rice the way he or she wants it. It has to be this way or no other way. And he has done this for so long, he doesn't want to change it. Now his bucket is full. There is nothing anybody else will tell him that will make him or her change his or her mind. It has to be this way. Now the problem with this kind of a bucket full suitor is that there is nowhere to fit in the suitor that is coming in. There is no room for anybody else, no room for anybody else's idea, anybody else's position. Nobody, no idea, no suggestion can come in, because all rooms are filled. The only remedy is that you will have to unlearn what you have spent all your time in life learning. I present to you the third class of the bucket suitor, the half full, half empty suitor. This is the kind of suitor you want to work hard to become and pray harder to meet, because he or she is positive, has his philosophies, her values, her belief system, and general perspective of life. But he or she also has room enough to accommodate his or her spouse's beliefs, mentality, philosophy, values, and general perspective of life. Every investment in this kind of person, it's again, it's a win-win, because this person appreciates over time. Now, this is a perfect example. This person is the 50-50 kind of spouse. Whatever he or she has got is not extreme. He or she doesn't like certain movies, but because it makes the spouse happy, he or she doesn't mind giving up his or her preference so as to meet on a middle ground with his or her spouse. And of course, you know that in life, nothing is guaranteed. The fact that you listen to me create a philosophy around what type of spouse you should be or you should look forward to having is not a guarantee a successful marriage. A friend of mine told me that the man who believes everything he reads in the newspaper is a fool. But a bigger fool is the man who doesn't read the newspaper at all. I believe that we stand a better chance if we know what we can do to have a richer life than if we didn't know that we could make our situation better. So I have this question for you, and my question is, what kind of spouse do you want to have? Think about it. I remain your friend on the other side of the television, and my name is Famous.